One of the top questions I get asked from new aspiring voice actors is how much money should you spend on new voice acting equipment? What does it take to get started? And we're gonna find out right now. When you stay to the end of the video, we're gonna show you the number. And I think it's gonna surprise you. Might even surprise me. Let's find out together. This is B&H Photo, one of my favorite sites to buy voice acting and audio production and video YouTube equipment from. So we're gonna find out this stuff right now. So first we're gonna start with a microphone. So what kind of microphone do you need to get started in VoiceOver? I like the Rode NT1 5th gen. It can work as an XLR mic or a USB mic. I just use it as XLR because we're gonna need an interface too. So let's add this to cart. That's $249 right off the gate. Oh, I should have had it. We're gonna need a mic stand. Let's get a mic stand. Let's see here. This is tripod microphone. That's fine. Let's get that one too. We need mic cables. We'll just get some basic ones. What is this? 4000 series, 20 bucks. Sure, let's get this. Okay, so we got mic stand, mic cables, microphone. We need an interface. So let's go with the Scarlett 2i2. I used to recommend the Solo because it's cheaper, but the Solo keeps having issues. So I don't recommend it anymore. I recommend the Scarlett 2i2. It's 200 bucks. Fantastic interface for that price. I totally screwed up. This is how you know you can get into voice acting, because I screw up my words all the time. And it's a running gag for those of you who frequent this channel a lot. I always mess up my words. So great. Now we got the interface, we got the cables, we got the microphone, we got the mic stand. We do need headphones. So let's go with AKG headphones. They got some decent ones for fairly cheap. Whoa, not those. Okay, let's see. No. Okay, so those are all too expensive for a beginner. Let's see, professional headphones. That's what we want. Audio Technica, Sony. Here we go. AT closed back. Okay, these are good. I wouldn't go lower than 50 bucks, so we'll just use that. Bam! I think I used those exact ones when I first got started. Okay, so now we've got the interface, we got the headphones, we got the mic stand, we got the cables, we got the microphone. Well, you're gonna need a computer. I'm gonna assume you have a computer. Everybody does these days. If you don't have a computer, you're gonna have to get one. We're not gonna buy one here because if you're getting into VoiceOver, if you don't have a computer, just get a used one. It doesn't have to be super powerful. It doesn't have to be amazing. You're just editing audio, not video. So we've got 50 bucks for the headphones, 200 bucks for the interface. Let's see, boom, the stand, the cable, the microphone. So that's $249. So we're looking at $577. But this is just if you're reading off your phone, like if you're reading off your phone in your hand, which you can't really do. So let's go with phone stand. Let's see, those are kind of expensive. Oh yeah, let's do this. 2-in-1 tablet phone holder. Great, so you can just clip this to the mic stand and that's gonna make it easier for you right there. So let's go to the cart here. What do we got? Bam, 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 bam. That's your gear. Now, here's the thing. That is just the gear. Now, you've got to deck out either your closet or your room. You got to make it acoustically treated. That off Amazon is, you're looking at like, so you need 2-inch acoustic foam panels. Let's find some cheapos. Okay, so B&H is not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be 69 bucks. Let's see here. Let's go to Amazon. Is there Amazon? Right here. 2-inch foam. This is probably gonna be really cheap. So let's pick these 36 12 by 12. I would go with the pyramid because it actually lines up better. These ones look cool, but they just like none of these, because they're so cheap, are gonna be cut perfectly. I don't know. I would probably, this is rated higher. Let's see. I'd probably go with these, to be quite honest. Yeah, and you're gonna need so what is that? Let's say you got a walk-in closet, okay? You got a walk-in closet, and let's say it's like 6 by 6. You're probably gonna need I don't know, 80 panels. From experience, I'm not gonna do a math calculation in my head, but let's see here. So you got 12 by 12, so you got like 200 panels. I'd say 200 panels will probably get you started. So that is 200 divided by 12. This is like real basic, like Jesse math. This is not going to be accurate. But also, I don't know what kind of closet you have and what you're decking out, or your room even. But 200 panels will probably get pretty close. So I don't think you're going to need to. Let's say 150 panels. So 150 divided by 12 is 12. So 12 times 37 equals like 400 bucks. There's another way you can do it, right? You don't have to just do the panels. Let's say you've got no closet, no room, and you just go like, this is a really cheap way to get a sound booth. Snap Booth Sound Studio. So these are like $500 each, right? So if you don't have a closet will be more comfortable and it can sound a little better once you deck it out with all that foam. So if you have a walk-in closet, I would go acoustic foam from Amazon for like $400 or $500. But if you don't have a walk-in closet, go Snap Booth for like $400 if you're getting started. This isn't perfect. It's not perfect. Like, you can hear the room tone a bit. You're gonna have to throw a bunch of blankets over top, but it's not a bad way to get started. What do we have here? So let's say around $500 for acoustic foam or a Snap Booth, and then $600 after tax for your basic gear to get started. So you're looking at about $1,100 to get started in VoiceOver. What kind of startup business with the amount of money you can make in VoiceOver, what other business can you get in for like $1,100? And like I said, you don't have to buy everything. You can find it on Facebook Marketplace. You can rent your microphone. That takes a significant expense right there. There's things like Affirm, Klarna. There's all kinds of like layaway sort of apps where like you pay, well, not layaway, but like payment plan apps that you don't need like credit cards and stuff like that for, or maybe you do, I don't know. I'm just saying, like $1,100, you can find that much money and that will get you in the game. I think that's like the minimum you should spend to get into it. And the reason I say that, if you're gonna get all new stuff, because a lot of people try to do this for free. A lot of people try to get into VoiceOver for as cheap as they can. They'll use like an old snowball. They will try and just learn from YouTube coachings. And I give you as much as I can on this, but it's not enough. Anything cheaper than what I showed you for at least the microphone and the interface, the Scarlett 2i2 and the Rode NT1 5th generation, it's not gonna be competitive against people that have like the top level pro gear. If you're against me and I'm using my $1,200 Sennheiser 416 and you've got a blue snowball or just like $100 mic, you're probably gonna get blown out of the water. But if you've got a Rode NT1 5th generation, I don't know, the average client might not be able to hear a drastic difference, but they're gonna be paying it. It's not gonna jump out at them. They're gonna be paying attention to the performance. Now you got a shot. So that's why you don't want to totally cheap out. If you want to get that stuff used or a Facebook Marketplace or secondhand, wherever you can, sure, scrimp and save on that. But that's now just to get in the game. Then you got your pay to play memberships. That's where I always say to get started because, you know, if you have no experience, you're just getting in and you're trying to do it through an agent, good luck to you. I don't book that much with my agents. The vast majority of the money I make is on pay to play sites. So that's why I always say, don't waste time. Time is the one thing that we cannot get back. If you don't have the money to do this, do what you got to do. Get a second job. It doesn't have to be permanent. Get one for a month. Get a second job, part-time job on the weekends, whatever it is, babysit, whatever you got to do to get $1,100 to get all your gear. Do it again to get on a pay to play site. Whatever you got to do. I'm not sitting up here on my high horse telling you that this is just easy to do. It's not for a lot of people, and it wasn't for me. I didn't have a lot of savings. I rented my stuff when I got into it, and I did what I could as I went along. I didn't get all the foam at once. I put blankets over top of my head, but looking back, I probably wasted time. I wasted time in the very beginning because I didn't get all my stuff right away. I did what I could. So do what you can, but don't continue to try and do this as cheaply as you can. It's gonna cost you time, the one thing you can't get back. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative. That's the kind of gear I recommend to get started. About $1,100. Maybe if you can find it rented, you might be able to cut that price in half. I doubt you're gonna get it under $500 and have good equipment and a sound studio together, but it's not that crazy. So with that in mind, hope you got some value. Thanks so much for watching. If you did get value, like, subscribe. I think there was like, last time we looked, I don't even know. Parush, can you put it up on the screen? I thought it was like, I think it was like 60-something% of people that watch are subscribed. So subscribe. The more you guys subscribe, the more I can bring in cool guests. I know when I do interviews, you guys like that. Got to get subscribers so we can get the big dog guests. So I want to start doing that. I wanted to start doing interviews and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, show me some love in the comments, show me some support, and I'll hit you guys back and see what I can do to up the game in this channel, bring you some more stuff to help you get started in VoiceOver and start making those dreams of yours a reality. And a lot of you ask if you'd like to work with me, check the links below. There's a couple ways to do it, so check it out, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.